What's going on, guys? XQ420 here. You know how I get down when I come around. I'm back. I'm in the building. We got those things on us. Heater, toaster, chopper, burner. No doubt. First time to the channel, stop with the hesitation. Subscribe button down there. Hit it for me for your daily dose of news and commentary with a twist from your boy. It's going to change your life. Trust me on this. Today's video. The NBA Finals ratings. Straight up nosedive in the dirt. Head in the sand. Never to be seen. Let's jump into this. All right, article right here from the Blaze. NBA Finals ratings nosedive officially become least watched on record. On record now. Now this is supposed to have the king himself, the king of all kings out there, King LeBron James. The only thing that LeBron James has done for his legacy is help tear down the NBA with his wokeness, okay? That's all he's done. I mean, he ain't done nothing. He up there after the game talking about, oh, they need to put some respect on my name now. Well, LeBron, stop, man. You ain't nothing but a dude. You just a man. You're not a god. But these folks think they're gods. I mean, that's what they think. Hey, when that money start coming up short, they be like, whoo, they be changing their tune real quick. So it says right here, apparently a fanless bubble court with Black Lives Matter painted on it is not a recipe for success in NBA ratings this year, and it most definitely isn't. But when you start talking about the BLM movement and the so-called 7% that is non-peaceful, hey, look, bruh. I mean, you over here, they telling white folks, bend the knee, get on both knees, and say you're sorry for being white. It's like, oh yeah, we right there behind them. You're going to boycott a game? Bo, you're just going to start losing folks. NBA, y'all need casual fans, okay? You've got die-hard NBA fans. I ain't going to lie to you. I am an NBA fan because I love basketball. And this whole time, I've never told anybody not to watch it. Everybody's got their own mind. They can do what they want to. If you want to watch some of it, I ain't condemning folks if you like basketball. But what I'm saying is that all these other casual people, Bo, you need those people, especially playoff time. That's when people usually watch sports anyway, for the most part. Your die-hard fans will usually get like a league pass and watch all of them throughout the season. So that's a small group of people. But you need those other people to tune in during the playoffs, pump those ratings up. You get more money that way. But you see, Bud, the folks, but they ain't thinking. They just doing their own thing, and they thinking they doing the right thing. And I know there's some people out there in the league that are like, Bo, you dragging us down. But they ain't going to get up there. They don't want to go against the narrative because then they'd be seen as the bad guy. No, somebody need to step up and say, look, bruh, like Charles Barkley. He said, I don't know about this nonsense. But you see, they don't want no stuff like that. You need to be as woke as you can be. So, according to Nielsen viewership ratings, the NBA Finals averaged just 7.45 million viewers over the course of 6 games this year, making it the least watched finals on record. Bo, I mean, come on now. On record? On record? Bud, there was a time back there in the 70s and stuff where, I mean, but I mean, you couldn't even get it on a TV station. I don't know if they going all the way back then. Maybe they going back over the past, say, 30 years. Let's just say that. But it said that's with the series featuring the league's biggest star, old King James, the king of Akron out there, continuing his quest for 6 championships to tie Michael Jordan and playing with one of the league's premier franchises in the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, they did play the Miami Heat, though, who didn't exactly have a star, but still, man. When they came out with the BLM stuff, when they sat out a game for Jacob Blake, the man who run a finger up in the woman and said, hey, I smell where you been, it's like, yeah, we cutting this off. I mean, and I mean, I can't blame folks. I can't blame people at all. Like I said, I'm not the one to come out here. What I do, I give you what we got up here, the facts they bringing me. People can make their own decisions. I ain't saying that you need to go out and buy a LeBron jersey. Most definitely not. I couldn't stand the dude from years ago. When he did the decision, see, I had no problem coming out of high school, all that. When he did the decision, when he went up there and made this hour-long speech about he going to Miami, I'm like, who's this dude? I mean, who does he think he is? But you just a basketball player. And he up there more than an athlete. Bo, stop trying to be smarter than what you are. Just because you can throw a ball in a hoop don't make you smart, okay? I have to be the one to tell you first. And of course, the Lakers they beat the Miami Heat. Of course, LeBron won. My God, on Sunday, only 8.2 million people watch. For context, that was only slightly more, and I'm pretty sure probably half of that probably in California, probably over half. I ain't gonna lie to you, and probably three-quarter of that. So let's say for context, that was only slightly more than half the number of people who watched NBC's Sunday Night Football game between the Seahawks and the Vikings. So it ain't like that was a star-studded matchup right there. I mean, old Kirk Cousins, first cousins out there. But ain't nobody trying to check him out. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's it? Which was a regular football season football game that earned 15.1 million viewers. So they got skunked by the Seahawks Vikings. Like I said, not a marquee matchup. It ain't like Brady, Peyton Manning, or Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, or nothing like that. So I mean, they got skunked out. So for even more context, the NBA Finals averaged 7.45 million viewers, dropped more than 50% from last year's final, averaging 15.14 million viewers, and even paled in comparison to the new runner-up, at least for Watch Finals, which averaged 9.29 million viewers, according to Outkick, which was the Spurs when they swept LeBron James-led Cavaliers. So, okay, yeah, 07. Dang, Bo, that was way back in the day. I said, I don't know. Man, cable TV ain't took all the way. Well, I mean, it was out there, but I don't know. Back during those times, well, I don't know, 07, probably people had plenty of cable TV. But the NBA was kind of teetering on the edge right then. I ain't gonna lie to you, because the Kobe had went away for a little bit. The Celtics weren't that great at the time, so you know those two franchises kind of kickstart the NBA. So yeah, they dipped way down, bud. And ratings is money. No ratings, no money. Okay. So it says on Monday, President Trump mocked the ratings drop on Twitter. Said maybe they were watching in China, but I doubt it. Zero interest. Now look, but it had got so bad that they straight up had to. Now China had they had stopped showing the NBA games because of what Daryl Morey said about, hey, Hong Kong democracy. Hey, well, I'm all for it, and they're like, hell no, NBA. And then, Bo, they had to go back and say, hey, China, can you show Game 5 for us? Because, man, if y'all don't, Bo, we ain't going to have but about 1 million folk watching. And I wonder, well, dang, now that I think about it, I wonder if this is, it's got to be ratings around the world. So I say probably about three-quarters was folks from LA, and then the other folk from China. Everybody else probably about 100K, 200K around. It's like, dang, Bo. I mean, straight up got skunked, man. I mean, that's what I was saying, man. You got, man, you can have views, and I'm fine with having views. But man, when you go to your job, do your job. Now, if your job is opinion, where you go in there and talk about your views, then fair enough. But y'all's job is to hoop it up for folks so they can watch you and be entertained, so they get away from real life stuff. But no, bud, no, man, we can't do that. I got to show you I'm more than an athlete. Yeah, that's what I am, and I'm the king of all kings. I'm the king of you. Stop, LeBron. Now, on top of that, the NBA, they straight up was like, Bo, they likely to pull the BLM messages from courts and jerseys next season, because they were like, whoa, boy, this did not work out for us. And this dude right here, Adam Silver, Bo, he's a punk, man. If David Stern was out here, Bo, he'd have shut this nonsense down right out the get-go. He'd be like, no, Bo, we ain't doing that, because we're going to tank ourselves, man. And you got to think right now, but with sports being gone for a while, people being at the house, you think you have more viewers this year than what you ever had. No, bud, they like bump it. Now I don't know if it's because they pissed all of them off. Well, it's probably a little a combination, pissing folk off, and then folks just having to cut the cable and stuff. Cause Bo, I mean, ain't got no job, man. The economy is tough. So Adam Silver said right down here that he's completely committed to standing for social justice, the league is, and racial equality. And it says how exactly that commitment is manifested is something we're going to have to sit down with the players and discuss, which means, AKA, we ain't putting the stuff up there, okay? Because this did not work in our favor. Boy, this backfired completely. You talking about no fans, missed source of revenue, lower ratings, missed source of revenue, Now, when they come over here to the fellas next year and say, hey, but we got to cut your salary back because we ain't got the money, I don't want to hear no him hauling. You already make enough money. So if they cut you back from, I don't know, 30 million a year to 25, I mean, send 25 million a brother's way. I don't need it but one time, and I can just stop. Boy, I can make videos all day for y'all. That might be a good idea. Hey, somebody send me your yearly check. That way I can make videos. I can get all the news up for y'all that I want to. I have 8 hours worth of news for you, but they're like, Bo, we got to leave that stuff off the floor because it's hurting us. So in closing on this, man, but you got to be careful when you're doing stuff like this because you LeBron, I understand you the type of dude, you're gonna make all the money, endorsements, all that stuff, but you're gonna end up hurting people who's trying to be on the come up because you're gonna hurt their overall profitability. Now somebody else has got to try to come in the league and save it. Be like, hey man, LeBron, I mean, the man was too woke, man. Look, man, let's calm down. This is about basketball. Let's hoop it up for the folks out there, entertain them, and let's leave our opinions at the house. You know what I'm saying? When you go into the after game stuff, they be like, hey man, what's your opinion on this politics? Said, unless you're gonna talk about the game, I don't want to talk about nothing else. Okay, that's just all there is to it. That's all you got to do. Because I'm here to talk about the game. If I want to go home and make a podcast and do a podcast on my separate platform, I can do that. But when it comes to game time, I get on the court, I don't want to talk about nothing but this basketball game. That's it. And that stuff makes sense. And LeBron James, but he don't fully believe in it no way. He ain't never put nothing on the back of his jersey. And also, I'm trying to figure out, he's so scared of white folk, he done went and bought him a $36.5 million mansion in Beverly Hills. Man, I'm pretty sure that's like that's the hood out there, isn't it? Beverly Hills, isn't that the hood? There's only 2% black out there, so I mean, hopefully at least move beside the other percent that's out there. I mean, so I mean, NBA they screwed the pooch on this one this year. So y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section below. As always, like, share, subscribe, click notification bell so you know when I post in the future. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.